Hi, let's see what's going on today. Energy for my viewer. We have challenges, distance, vacation, sexuality or someone trying to figure themselves out, and spy. Challenges, let go, distance, fire sign, Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, vacation, intimacy, sexuality, confession, spy. Manifest. Okie dokie. Right, let's have a look. See what's going on. Challenges and let go for my viewer, clarify. Pisces energy here. Clarify the message for my viewer. So the challenge is to close out this cycle. There was an imbalance within a connection here. This person was very reckless with your energy and you had a lot of hope for this connection, but you've walked away. The challenge for you was to walk away, to close out this cycle. The problem is you've not fully let go. You've walked away, but letting go is a different story. You feel like there's unfinished business here. You could have blocked this person, they could have blocked you, which is making it more difficult for them to come in and show you anything, because they're finding it difficult to show you that right now, because it's hard to contact you. But you do feel like this is unfinished business. You've not quite let go of this yet. What's this distance and fire sign? Distance and fire sign. So distance could be physical distance, emotional distance. Yeah, you're feeling lonely without this person. Bit depressed here, stuck in your head. Gemini energy, Virgo, Leo, Aquarius. You could be missing a fire sign. Your person could be a fire sign, or there was potentially a lot of passion with this connection which you're missing. but you really are not very happy right now with this situation, with being distant from this person. I don't think they was giving you what you wanted here, but you don't feel like it's over yet. But because you're hanging on, that's the challenge you've got, because you're not letting go fully of this connection. It's causing you a lot of mental anguish. You might have pulled back from going out with your friends. You might be spending a lot of time on your own at the moment, just trying to deal with that. Love that one. Yeah, you might not be able to concentrate at work because this person's just constantly on your mind. You just can't let them go, even though you want to, you just can't. Yeah, you're in a lot of sadness. This person made you feel very insecure in yourself, made you feel you weren't enough, hence why you walked away. But like I say, walking away and letting go are two very different things. Vacation and intimacy. Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles and reverse. You're finding it very, very hard to move on. You might have even turned down opportunities with someone else. Someone else might have come forward to show you that they were interested in you. But your anxiety and the fact that you're stuck in your head about this past person, you're not ready to move on yet. You've put a wall up now when it's come to anything that's committal coming in. Maybe you are seeking validation from other people, but just in a sexual way, because you don't want anything else, because you're still hurting, you're still in pain. Maybe that's how you're trying to manage that pain, is by going with other people, but just casually. What's this sexuality and confession? In your mind, you feel you don't want to let go because you feel that this person's going through something. You're trying to see it from their point of view. You know that they've been through pain themselves, and you're hoping that they're just trying to figure that out and heal like you're healing. You're hoping that they're reflecting what you're doing, like they're mirroring your energy. You want them to, you're hoping that they realise that you're the one, that they'll get this sudden realisation and come back to you and get the strength and the courage to return and take charge of the situation. Spy and manifest. I think because you're hurting, you're keeping an eye on this person. You're watching them. And you're asking the universe to bring them back to you and have a brand new beginning and come into union. That is what you want. You want this person to return. You want them to take action. You want them to realise that you two are soulmates and you were meant to be. And that's why you're struggling to move on. You might not be talking to this person. There's distance here, emotionally, possibly physically as well. You're seeking outside validation. You're hoping they're going to come into that, get that clarity on you two. But this has really hurt you. And although you are trying to heal, intuitively you feel this person's going to come back to you. So you're holding on to that, hence why you're refusing all these other offers. Yeah, you just can't give your love to anyone else right now because you're holding on to this person. What's going to happen? Is this person going to come back? I don't think he's coming back yet. This person's being very stubborn, standing the ground, doesn't want the confrontation. And although they can see potential within this relationship, they feel like maybe you're not compatible for a long-term stable relationship. Let's just gather these up and we'll clarify with some more cards, just because this is quite a deep reading, isn't it? I feel these are definitely your cards. How is my viewer's person feeling about this connection? Okay, so maybe they're just taking some space. They find you attractive. They do find you attractive. They know that no relationship is perfect. But I think they need this time on their own at the moment. Just clarify some of these. Maybe they want some time just to do them, just do their own thing. Okay, so at the moment, this person, I think they're in contemplation of whether you can make this work. They believe you have a guard up, which is possibly when you block this person. But they are very passionate about you. They do find you very attractive. They are thinking about coming in and offer you in some sort of romantic proposal here. I think maybe they want this to be, if they was to come back, I think you would maybe have to have more fun together. Maybe that was something that was lacking within this connection. Maybe it was a bit too serious. Alone time. Maybe that's why they need this time on their own. Yeah, at the moment, this connection is on pause. But I think your intuition is right. I think that's why you can't move on, because deep down you know that this person is going to come back. And in their alone time, they're reflecting on their behaviour, the reason why they were blocked. But they do want to come in and offer you something here, a new beginning, something more stable than what they've offered you before. That's what they're thinking about in this space. Trust. They can't move on from you either. They can't move on from you either. So you're probably feeling each other's energy right now, which is why neither of you can let go. So if you think this person isn't thinking about you and you're going a bit mad, if this reading is for you, then that's not the case. There's just been a bit of a pause within this connection. What is my viewer's person thinking right now? Do you ever think of me too? You can feel this intuitively, hence why you can't move on. When they think of you, you're thinking of them, but they're probably in the same situation as you and thinking, well, do they even care? You've moved on, haven't you? They might feel that you've moved on with someone else. You might feel the same. Yeah, you're in silence. We were supposed to be us, not just you and me. Definite reflection here. Hence why this has been put on pause. This might have been a very intense connection. Maybe like a bit of twin flame energy here. It was instant attraction. It was deeper than just surface level. But then, obviously, maybe that's why this person pulled back. They didn't understand those feelings. And to you, they weren't giving you what you needed. So to protect yourself, you block this person. But that's why you can't let go of it. It's not a normal connection. It's not something you can easily just move on from. Yeah, you're both struggling with this. They thought you had more time to figure this out. Maybe they when they was pulling back, when you were in that connection together and you took that quite personally, which is understandable, this person might have just been trying to gain clarity on how intense this was and those feelings that they were feeling, because they've probably never felt those before. And then this one is, sometimes the answer isn't yes or no, it's wait. It's paused. This has been paused on purpose, so you can both reflect and both gain clarity on the situation and how you feel about each other. Anything else? Yeah, so when you're spying on them or they're spying on you and it looks like you're having the best time ever and you're smiling, neither of you are feeling that way. Your intuition, again, is telling you that this person's coming back. You can feel them. You can feel their energy. How did we go from everything to nothing? There are things I never got the chance to tell you. We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. That's why it was a little bit unsure in the cards whether they were going to step up or not, your person, because you're waiting for them and they're waiting for you. What you're searching for may not be what you really want. So when you're watching them online, seeing them happy, maybe with other people, that's breaking your heart. It's hurting you more. The truth isn't always as black and white. Like I say, you're seeing this person be happy and smiling, but there's that grey area. They're not happy at all. I keep stepping towards you only to pull away again. Maybe this has been a bit of a cycle with this person. They come in, they show you a little bit, and then they back off. Endings aren't always endings. This isn't over. It's paused. This has been a time for you to realise that you don't need any outside validation to know your own worth. Maybe that was a lesson you needed to learn here. And maybe this person needs to realise that their avoidant energy is getting them nowhere. And once you two have done that healing, then the universe will be like, right, they're both ready. And that's when you'll both come back into union. But until those lessons have been learned and that healing has been done, it's on pause until that time. If I had cherished you more, would we have made it? They know that they didn't give you enough in this connection, hence why you walked away. So they're taking accountability as well. You've come further than you believe you have in the healing process. Yeah, they came in, you saw this person as your person, your everything, your soulmate. And unfortunately, they kind of shattered that dream by pulling their energy away from you. And you've been through pain. There it is. Red string. I'm scared of what we could become. This was too intense for your person. But the reason why you're holding on, and the reason why they're holding on and thinking, and you're thinking and they're thinking, is because you've got the red string. This is a soul connection. You can't just walk away from it. It's too strong. It's too strong. There again, do you ever think about me at night? So late at night, when they're not distracting themselves with other things, they're thinking about you. No one else compares to you. I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you. Avoiding energy. Massive. So like I say, this person's got to learn not to keep pulling away when they get frightened and scared about feeling things. And you need to learn that your love, the love for yourself, isn't found in someone else. You will learn to love yourself on this journey, and that is the whole point of this. And then it will come back together, because this is a soulmate, twin flame connection. There's no escaping it. Hence why you can't move on. But neither can your person. I hope this helps.